Okay, the last thing you want to do is export your images so that way they can go onto social media or get printed or whatever else you want to do with them. To do that, instead of being in this Develop tab, go back to our Library tab. Over here we have our attributes. You might still have a bunch of images that are still 3-star but you haven't edited them or you don't want to export them or put them on social media. So instead of having our 3 stars now, we're going to go to 5 stars and just have our best photos. So find the photos that you actually want to export and then click the number 5 on the keyboard. So this one, and this one are the ones that I want to export. And now here on my rating, if I click on 5-star, it's just going to show me my 5-star. If you want to have a look at your previous ones, like the very start, if you just click on the same 5-star, that gets rid of those ratings and it brings back all your images. But for now, we only want to export our 5-star, so I'm going to go to 5-star. And then I am going to select all my images. So you can do that by pressing Control and A on the keyboard at the same time, and you can see that selected all of them, or you can select on the first image and then click on the last image while holding Shift. So this one, hold Shift down and click on the last one, and then come down to this Export button. Click on it, and I'll just go back to what it looks like when you first start. So you'll have this Export to, make sure it says Desktop, that's really useful. And then it says put it in a subfolder. So yep, I'm going to put this in a subfolder called, say, Photography Immersion. Doesn't really matter what the name of the folder is. Just means that on your desktop you're going to have a folder called whatever you put in here. So I'm going to have a folder called Photography Immersion. Really important that you scroll down. Over here, under File Settings, so you scroll down, it goes File Naming, goes Video, and then it goes File Settings. It's set to 60 by default. Change this slider right up to 100. So 100 means that it's going to have the best quality image that you possibly can. And that's all you need to do. So come down to this Export button, and over on the top left hand corner, it's going to say that it's exporting your images. This can take, a couple of minutes depending on how many you're exporting. And then once they're done, go into File Explorer, go to your desktop. I'm going to go into my Photography Immersion, and we can see that I've got my 3 photos here. And I can go through, and there's my 3 photos. From here, to get them onto social media, depending on what you're using, say you're using Instagram, the easiest way to get them onto Instagram is just emailing them to yourself. And then from there you can save them on your phone and then put them on Instagram. If it's Facebook or whatever else, you can just upload them via the web browser. But unfortunately, Instagram, you can't just chuck them up from your computer. All right, hopefully that helps, and hopefully all these videos have helped and you've got something pretty cool that you can share with your friends, but also something that we can get printed up at the end of the immersion.